Hey moviegoers, this is the Movie Critic and welcome back to another movie review. Today the movie I'm going to be reviewing comes from Pixar Studios and is the animated film inspired by the Toy Story universe titled... If you like this video, make sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you want to become a member of the channel and hit the notification bell on the side to get information on videos in the near future. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get into the review of Lightyear. And action!
Our first test flight is a go. Let's get everyone home.
Good luck, Captain. We're all counting on you!
Roger that.
Legendary Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear embarks on an intergalactic adventure alongside ambitious recruits Izzy, Mo, Darby, and his robot companion, Socks. As this motley crew tackles their toughest mission yet, they must learn to work together as a team to escape the evil Zurg and his dutiful robot army that are never far behind. In terms of content, June 17th has been a really packed day for different parts of the media. When it came to music, my favorite artist Logic released his final album on Def Jam titled Vinyl Days. On the YouTube spectrum, James A. Janice came back to the kill count after 5 months of having a hiatus with his marriage and the wedding and everything, and it was great to see him do the kill count with Stranger Things. And for the cinematic and the theater side of things for movies, we was introduced to Lightyear. Now for some people, they might have seen Lightyear on Wednesday with the Andy Experience, or on Thursday, because in some parts of the world it came out on Thursday, and in my state it came out on Thursday, but I didn't see it. But Friday was the initial release, the worldwide release for Lightyear. And I have a lot to say about the film. And some stuff I have some problems with. But overall, mostly everything about the movie is positive. And I would like to get into the positives that I have for the film. Starting off with the first thing that I have to say that is positive about this film is that it is very, very, very beautiful in terms of animation. Now when it comes to Pixar, they always deliver when it comes to certain animation, but it seems like with every single movie they make, their animation just gets even better and just more grander and more realistic with each film. When I saw the certain trailers and the certain clips, I knew that I was in store for something great. The animation in Lightyear can be set up in only one word, and that word is epic. Now, to my knowledge, Lightyear is the first ever Pixar film to also be filmed for the IMAX format. While some movies for Pixar might have been released for IMAX 3D, they did not have the format of the IMAX experience by filling in some of the the black lines that other IMAX films do. Throughout the movie, there was the standard theater black lines that was in the bottom and the top for the films, the standard screen. But for certain parts of the film, it would turn into the IMAX experience where the format would fit the entire screen, where the movie would fit the entire screen, and it would just look like you were there. And it was really beautiful, especially for the scenes that they chose to put in the IMAX format, such as scenes where he might have been in space, or scenes when he was like fighting certain aliens or stuff like that. I don't want to get into spoiler territory, but all in all, the IMAX upscale was great for this movie, for this to be Pixar's first ever movie to be in IMAX. I think it was a great choice because Lightyear is a animated sci-fi experience, and that's what feeling I got when I watched the trailers for Lightyear, and it makes me really excited for whatever they might do in the future. And it's just, I'm very excited for the future of animation for Pixar. This is probably their best looking film to date, and it's just really, really, really beautiful. The next thing that I want to talk about that's positive for this film is the voice acting for the movie. First off, with Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear, he did a really good job in capturing what a human Buzz Lightyear would be like. Now, for a lot of people, they were not excited about Chris Evans portraying the character because they really wanted Tim Allen to be Buzz Lightyear because he is Buzz Lightyear, and I understand that, but he's Buzz Lightyear the toy, not the human. Those are two different things, two different people from two different worlds, two different universes. One is from the Toy Story world. I mean, both of them are from the Toy Story world, allegedly, but one is a human, and they have their own story, they have their own goals, while the toy is a toy in the Toy Story universe that has their own stories and their own developments and their own trials and tribulations. They're both different people and they're not the same, so it would make sense to have two different voice actors instead. Well, voice actors. It would be different to have two people portray the different versions of Buzz Lightyear. And Chris Evans does a really phenomenal job at being Buzz Lightyear. Another person that I would like to give props to is Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has been on a roll recently when it comes to movies. With this movie, she plays a character named Izzy Hawthorne, who is the granddaughter of Alicia Hawthorne, who was Buzz Lightyear's friend and everything. And just her, the way she portrays the character of Izzy throughout certain scenes, the way she interacts with Buzz. She is a very motivational individual. She wants to become a space ranger, and she wants to do the things that her grandmother did. She wants to make her grandmother proud, but sometimes she feels like she is not like her grandmother, and there's a reason why she feels that way. When you watch the movie, there's a certain thing that can stop her from being a space ranger. But then through time, she learns to get over that fear and become what she believed her grandmother would want her to be. And Keke Palmer did a really great job with that character, and I can't wait to see her in Nope when that comes out. And I just think she's probably going to be in the top 10 actors and actresses for me when the year comes to an end, because she's making a comeback, and I am all for it. Another thing that I would like to talk about that's positive for me is the plot for the film, and also just the dialogue in the film with the plot, and just the certain dynamics with characters, like with Socks and Buzz Lightyear, and their dynamic, which was probably the best dynamic in the entire movie.
Buzz, that was utterly terrifying, and I regret having joined you.
Socks is probably my favorite character in the film. A lot of people, when they first saw Socks, they just thought that he would be used as a device to sell toys, because of course Socks is a cat, a robotic cat, and that's just money right there. But Socks is more than that, and I am glad that people have grown to love Socks. People love Socks, I love Socks. My friends, when I saw it with them on Friday, they also love Socks as well for what they did in the movie. A lot of tearjerker scenes, a lot of emotional scenes, a lot of impactful scenes, a lot of action, a lot of funny moments. They had all the elements, and that was really good. Now, the one thing that I do have with this film that I see as a negative is the concept that I feel was last minute that the director seemed to come up with. And at the beginning of the film, not really a spoiler, they say in 1995, Andy went to the movies to see a movie about a toy, and he would buy that toy because of the movie. this is that movie. And I think that's a bunch of BS. There are a lot of things that happen in this movie that make me believe that this is not the movie that Andy saw in 1995. This isn't a movie that anybody saw in 1995. And I'm just going to say it out the front because, like, it's there in the trailers, it's there in the news articles. There is a lesbian couple in this film, and that is between Alicia Hawthorne and her wife. And I don't think that would have fly really in the 1990s. It wouldn't be as vulgar as it is. I don't have a problem with it. I thought it was really beautiful. That, I don't think that would have flied. There's certain technology also that I don't believe would have flied or would have been thought of in the film. The film looks too modern, in my opinion, to be a movie that Andy saw back in the 1990s as well. And I just feel like if the movie had like a 1950s type of setting, because Buzz Lightyear seemed like a toy that you would see like very frequently in the 1950s or 1960s. If it had that type of feel, like a Walt Disney movie, a Walt Disney Studios movie that's about to come out in during Thanksgiving week. I forgot what the movie's called, but that has that feeling. I feel like if there was a movie that really was trying to push that was a movie that Andy saw, it would have had that sort of aesthetic or that sort of feel. But the movie had too many modern jokes, in my opinion, to be in that range of 1990s films and everything. And with the couple situation and everything, I don't think Andy and his mom would have been too, well, the mom and anyone else that saw it would have been too kind to let Andy see the movie if that was the case. So that's just the one thing that I have a fault with. I don't think that this is the movie that Andy saw, but on its own as the movie that you would say is an inspiration to Buzz Lightyear, or is it like a spin-off of saying, hey, this is what the toy it's kind of like this is what it's based off of, or this is what our interpretation of the toy would be like in modern times. If it had that type of concept, pretty sure it would have been fine. The movie on its own is great. It's just that aesthetic just pulls it down for me a little bit, and that's basically it. All in all, love the movie, and just, that's just it. It's really good. Lightyear is a sci-fi animated epic that deserves to be seen on the IMAX screen. With beautiful set pieces and semi-realistic animation, Lightyear is an example of how far Pixar's animation has come in recent years. With the casting decisions of Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear and Keke Palmer as Izzy Hawthorne, they both give really great performances that I believe are great to see in the movie, and they both give off a really great dynamic between one another as the movie goes along. While the film easily is not the movie that we believe Andy saw in 1995, on its own it can be seen as a modern adaptation of the Lightyear toy that has been loved for generations to come. On the Metal Status ranking, I give this movie a gold status. This is a review that is overdue. Well, a video that is overdue, as of course I haven't made videos in recent months, and I promise you guys there's reasons for that. With IB exams and everything going on with school, I am now a high school graduate, and I start school in the fall, as many people do, unless they're having a gap year. But I am settling in, I'm relaxing, trying to take in everything that has happened throughout the past couple of months, and the fact that I have my high school diploma in our living room in our house is just something that I never thought I would really see, or something that I never could imagine. And the fact that I got to such an achievement in 18 years of giving my life to public schooling and to the academic classes that I took throughout high school it just feels like it was all worth it. And I can't wait to see what happens throughout college. I can't promise that I will keep making videos. I want to keep making videos. I want to keep making reviews. But I believe that when the summer ends, I will have to focus on some things, and I might have some reviews every now and then. I don't think it'll be a constant thing, and I don't know why I thought it would be a constant thing, because life can take us in different directions, and there's just got to be a point where you have to accept that. So, in saying that, I believe the next review that I will have will be in July, which will be the Jordan Peele film Nope, which is something that I've wanted to see ever since it was released, because I am a Jordan Peele fan. And also, it'll be my first horror movie experience, the horror movie theater experience, because I never saw a horror movie in theaters, because I was a scaredy cat back then. I still am. But I believe that that will be the next review. If not that review, then hopefully I'll have a review of Thor: Love and Thunder. But I highly doubt that. We'll see. I hope you guys have been doing well with your endeavors and with your achievements and with your trials and tribulations. And I just want you guys to know that you have someone who believes in you. I might just be an 18-year-old freshman, pre-freshman, but I do believe that you will overcome whatever you're going through right now, and I just believe in you, and that you will do it, because currently I didn't think I would make it to the point that I'm at now, but I have. But you just keep believing in yourself and knowing your self-worth, which is something that I did not really focus on for a couple of years. Once you actually believe that you are worth the achievement, then you'll get it. And that's just what I have to say, because I believe in you. And I hope you believe in yourself too. Now that I got all of that out of the way, I think that's it for the rest of the video. Have a great day or night, moviegoers. This is the Movie Critic, and that's a wrap.